Hey everybody, FunshineX here, back on the Dystopia³ Infamy Warfare server. I'm joined by TCG, but he is working on a top secret project, so I'm not going to bother him. Just let him get to work so we can get this up and running. I, on the other hand, I'm going to do some fusion reaction today. Alright, we got the fission one earlier, now we're going to go for fusion. We're just going to blow the fission one out of the water. The things about a nuclear reactor that are a little bit different than fission is it's going to take power to start it up. It needs a little bit of seed energy to get going, but once it's going, it is self-sustaining. It's also, the fuel it uses is completely inert, so we don't have to worry about holding it, and our getting radiation poisoning or having a suit or anything like that. But then once it's in the reactor, then I believe that area is radioactive. So we'll need to be wearing our suit when that's going on. The other thing is it has capability of generating a lot more power, and it uses plasma to do so, to melt, to heat up water into steam, and then we capture the steam into some turbines. So I'm going to get everything going, and then I'll meet you over in the secret base, and we'll get started. The things we'll need for this build, we're going to need obviously a fusion reactor. So I've already got it craftable anyway, so let's see if it will work. What's it building over here? Does it not know what to build? It says, well, let's look it up in NEI and see what's missing. Fusion reactor. So we need a fission reactor. Has it built one of those? Go ahead and begin me one of those. Doesn't even know how to make that one. Oh, it is. It's working. It's just working on motors and circuits. Wonder what we're out of here. This is not starting out as great as I expected it to. Circuits here, diamonds, yeah, we got redstone, of course we do. Wires, bronze plates. I wonder if we're missing plates. Nope. Oh, we got copper plates, we don't have any bronze plates. Could be TCG using a bunch of our bronze, but we'll see. And the motor is from a different mod, I guess. Steel and copper wire. Yeah, we do need steel. That's probably, that's our biggest hang up. Oh man, we are completely out. Okay, so what can we do to get steel faster? Let's start by getting that. And I can take a bunch of these over to the other base that's not automated, and we can start doubling it up. Yep, see, I've already got some there, but I'm gonna need some more coal here. Man, this thing's noisy. Okay, so that'll build some more steel for us. And he's probably trying to use it, and I'm trying to use it, so we'll be fighting for it. It's already all gone. It's turned into ingots. Okay. So are you still trying to build me a reactor? Alright, it's done. Not do anything now. Oh, we got our fusion reactor, and we got an extra fission. Oops. Oh well. Okay, so electromagnets, these are what contain the plasma, so it doesn't escape and destroy our world. So I'm going to take a stack of those. I'm also going to take a stack of glass. You get this just by mixing electromagnets with glass to get that. So that's pretty easy to get. We'll also get some building blocks, so I'm going to go with my tank wall build again. And we need some water, which I've got. A lot of the tutorials on the internet, they use pistons to stop the water flow and turn it on and off. Just don't put deuterium in there. It's like, yeah, I don't, And there's also, the very simple one is just a kind of a square of 5x5 square of plasma, and the plasma actually flows like lava. It can go 4 blocks, and so you can make a very large plasma donut and get a lot more value out of your nuclear reactor. I might do that in the future, but right now I'm really just going to go by a very simple one that's a little bit beyond the 5x5 square, but it'll be a little bit more advanced than that one. So what else do we need? We got the water, we got this, oh, and the turbines. I'll take the 2 that have already been made and make like another 6. No, that's probably too much. Just go with 32. Oh, now I've got 34. Oh well. Oh, these guys are slow to build. Alright, well we can come back and get those later. They're really kind of like you put it together at the end. So pause the movie or the video. I'll be right back in the secret base. Okay guys, in past videos I have kind of prettied up the room first and then built into it. This one I've just kind of hollowed out a general section, which actually worked well because it went right into a cave system, which is nice. But yeah, so we're going to start by placing the fusion reactor right in the middle here. And we're going to elevate it a little bit because we're going to be able to go underneath this thing and put deuterium in from the bottom. That's usually the easiest way. And now you gotta think about this fusion reactor. It produces plasma, but plasma will also melt all the machinery. So we've got to surround this guy in electromagnets. And that's the first step. Okay. Now, if I go up here a little bit, common belief is that the nuclear reactor will just produce plasma around these electromagnetic blocks, like in a donut or in a square shape. And that's not actually the case. It produces 4 source blocks here, 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 and here. And they will flow like lava. Anywhere that they then touch an electromagnet, they will then transfer their heat into that, which will warm up any water touching the electromagnet. So you can see how we could get a very large area up here that could be touched by electromagnets and water and everything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the plasma start here, and it's going to flow to this block, well, one elevated, here, here, and here, and then here, here, and here. So that gives me actually 2 extra blocks that it wouldn't normally be formed on. I could make it, a lot bigger, but then it would take a lot more electromagnets, and I want to save some of those. I want to use all of our supply of those, so we're not going to do that. So let me go ahead and build out the bottom layer of this that's going to hold everything, and then I will show you guys the layout of electromagnetics. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and just a small change. Go big or go home, right? So we're going to make a much bigger nuclear reactor. So instead of just having the regular 5 by 5, I've got 3 extra spawning places on each side for plasma, so that's an extra 12 additional plasma blocks that we'll have heat from. Come here, Skelly. Eat shotgun. Yeah. So this is the size of it. It's very large. It's actually encroaching into this room a little bit, but oh well. So what do we do next? Well, this cobble is actually where the plasma is going to be sitting on, so I can't have cobble here. So that's where I'm going to put the glass, and that'll allow me to see kind of from underneath what this is going to look like. So, or the plasma running. It makes a cool effect. So I'm going to replace all the cobble here with plasma or with electromagnetic glass, which would be pretty quick to do here. Yep, just like this. Okay. Make sure that is all set up perfectly. Oh, 2 more. You don't want to miss this part out, because if the plasma gets out, it will melt through the world. Well, not all the way through the world, but it'll melt quite a ways down. And it has a chance. If actually plasma isn't affected by gravity, so it can actually like wrap around and come back up and melt your reactor. So we don't want to have that happen. Okay, so we're moving up to, this is the kind of the base level, and we're now moving up to the next level. And since this is where all the plasma is going to be riding, we're going to need electromagnets touching every single block of where the plasma would be. So I'm going to put, let's just put cobble back here as our placeholder block. And then we can just surround this real quick. Okay, so in every little gap here, we'll want one. Whoops. Luckily they just break, you don't have to worry about wrenching them or that kind of junk. So, alright, that there, and then stagger like a checkerboard. Do we need the corner ones? Yes, we do, because plasma can go through diagonally. Oops. Needed to get that glass. Anyway, why is that glass down there? Oh well. What I wouldn't give for a jump boost or something like that. Should have built this on the moon and then I could have jumped. Okay, am I going to run out of magnets? I'm going to be close. Okay, so now if we get rid of the cobble, that's not going to be good. Might have to use a different tool. Oh, actually what you can do with the atomic thing is just shift click it and it go down in efficiency. So let's just go with like 24. Perfect. Now I don't have to worry about accidentally breaking another block. Takes a little longer, but it's safer, right? Let me out of here. Probably gonna need to expand my ceiling a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, that's where all our plasma is gonna flow, and it's all protected by electromagnets on the bottom, and then we'll do the same thing with the glass on the top to mirror that, and then it'll be completely encased and cannot escape. Okay, so now everywhere these electromagnets touch, we want to have water touching as many sides. And now you see why I did this checkerboard pattern. That gives us more surface area to put water. So let's go ahead and surround this with iron walls first. And that's going to be... I have to put some cobble down real quick. But this is to protect the water so the water doesn't go flowing everywhere. So it's even going to be wider than I thought it was. Yeah, wow. Yeah, let's just do cobble to get rid of later. So we don't have to make it bigger than it already is. Oops. We can bump this guy back up to 100. Alright, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. We're out of space. Come here, copper. Take you to tin. Okay. How did I run? I'm gonna run out of iron walls, aren't I? Okay. Well, imagine that this was filled in all the way around. Okay, so now, why is that slot missing? Shouldn't there be something there? Maybe that's for flowing water. Oh yeah, it is. You don't want your source blocks to touch one of these guys because this turns blocks into steam. So if you put a source block right here, it would disappear. But if I put one right here, there's no way it can turn into steam. So it's just going to sit here and the other three will melt and turn into steam. So that's why it's got this little gap here for the source blocks. And it looks like I'm going to need to put another block down there. I'm going to just get water everywhere. So I'm going to hold off on the water for now, and let's go up to the next level. Alright, layer 3. Using kind of a guide here, so bear with me. Okay, so basically the first thing we want to do is just put glass around all this. And actually I take that back. We want to put real actual electromagnets on top, because we can then put even more water on top of that and have even more source blocks to work with. So let's go do our little cobble trick again here. We're going to go ahead and circle this guy 3 times, or encase him basically. Now if we put an electromagnet right here, it would have a chance to, we're going to actually put a source block on the corners, and we don't want it to melt. So when you don't want the water to melt, you put glass there, because that won't melt water. So that's going to take care of our corners. 3, and then glass. Oh, psycho. I love my shotgun. My new shotgun is awesome. Okay, glass there. Glass there. Get rid of this cobble. Clear out some terrain. Alright. Yes, we are. Okay. Back again. Let's see. We've got a few gaps in our... Get out of here. Okay, much better. A few gaps where plasma can get out, so we're going to cover those up too. So this guy... Okay. And technically we could have just 2 source blocks, so we could have one sitting here and it would flow that way, and then another one right there and it would flow. But I'm going with 4 just to be safe. I'm always a little bit more cautious than I need to be, but I don't want this thing to lose water and blow up or do something horrible. Come here. Okay, so now we are completely contained. No plasma can escape. It's all contained within our electromagnets. And so if we turn it on right now, it would start making plasma. We'd be safe, but we'd get no energy. So that's what we need to do next. So let's think about where we're putting water. Can I even get up here now? Okay, so up on top, I think we want... water here, so it flows down. I don't know. Maybe we want to actually like right here. Yeah, this is tough. I'm going to go to get more iron tank walls, and I'll be right back in. Okay guys, I'm back. I placed the rest of the iron tanks around here, and I got some water. So the water is going to go right here, and you can see... Oh, come on, water. It will flow down that way. I wonder if... I thought I wanted water here, but maybe not. Okay, so it's hitting that one, and not melting. We'll see. I might have messed up, but we'll get it getting as many blocks as possible. I guess I don't need it to flow down there. I think I missed. Maybe I don't need anything right there. Come on. Back here. Okay, let me sort out the water, guys, and then I'll try and explain it from once I get it figured out. Okay, guys, I'm back. The water's in place, and I did have an error on the bottom. I just wanted the water to flow in these little cavities here, so I needed to add 2 more blocks down there so that it didn't go through. So you kind of get this little opposite seesaw, saw shape. Don't even think about blowing this up, creeper. Okay, so now we have water into most of these, all the bottom ones anyway, right? So now we need waters into the top ones. So that's what we're going to do next. And that, by doing that, we'll put water... let's see. This is tough again because we want water to flow here. And we also want water to flow on top and run down that way. But I think we'd achieve that by putting in our turbines. So I might have to go get the rest of my turbines before I can put the top layer of water in. Ah, these things like to glitch into the block for some reason. That kind of sucks. It might be the iron tank. So let me do the next layer and I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I got the next layer done. So a couple additions. I put blocks in these gaps all the way around so the water will flow better on the top here. So really these 2 source blocks that are underneath these tank walls will go right there. One sec. Okie dokie. So we've got those wrapped all around. I put the turbines above the water sources. And these water sources are touching this electromagnet right here. So that's how those water will turn into steam. And right now I've got, what, 3, 6, 9, 12. Plus 8 more is 20. So I'm already higher than the standard 5x5 nuclear guy. I've used a lot more resources, but we're getting a lot more power already for the same amount of deuterium. Okay, so next is more water. And those are going to again go on these slots here. And it will create an infinite source here that you can grab from, but if this one melts, it doesn't matter because these two will replenish it. So that's how we're going to do there. And once all those 5 are filled in, we're also going to put one right on top of the nuke. That will let us put, see, these 9 sources, put more ones. Now I've only got 10 more reactor turbines because we ran out of cable. It's actually wool again that we're missing. So I'm going to go ahead and just use... I could put 9 in the middle, or I could just go with 5 here and the 5 there. Something like that. Yeah, let's just do the 9 in the middle. It'll be easier to wire up. And then as I get more materials, I'll come back and add turbines. Now, the one in the middle, that water source is never going to heat up. And then there's discussion on the forums of whether or not to turn this into a big turbine, and I'm not sure. Let's do it. It looks cooler, right? Oops, that didn't work. If it does less, oh well. We're already doing tons. There we go. Okay, so now we need to get our wire. I think I put wire in here, maybe not. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we're going to have wires like this. Oops. These guys, the models are cool, but because they're not square, obviously the depth of field is a little bit tougher to get adjusted to. So wire it just in a little circle pattern here. I think I might. Yeah, my OCD is going to make me do the same way every single time. Yeah. Okay. We want to get this thing actually fired up before we go. So that needs to be connected there. And it doesn't hurt to go around in a circle. It's really no big deal. What I wouldn't give for a jetpack right now. Are you hooked up? Nope. This one there. Don't fall. And you need to be here instead. And then you need to... Oh! Darn it! Where'd you go, turbine? Alright, I'll fix that. If I can get over top of this. Nope. Very tall multi-block, basically. That's what you can think of this as. Hey, MDug's online. Awesome. There we go. I think that was supposed to be there. Get out of here, Gravel. Don't get on my reactor. You don't belong here. Okay. So, we're done. I mean, we could always add more, more reactors again. Oh, and then we're going to put water here as well. And it will flow all the way across all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, we could make this a lot better. I mean, we could still add 5, 10, 15, 20, and then another 40 turbines could still go on top of this thing. And it would run with the same, double the efficiency almost, I think, because we're running probably, 29? Yeah, so get another 40? Yeah, double. This thing's crazy! Okay, so our output energy goes out of here. And we're going to go ahead and run that. Where do I want it? I think I'm going to run it this way, actually. Because I'm going to basically have a power plant that stores just or you know, kind of storage system. It's just going to have a ton of energy cubes. And let's see, I don't want it to touch that, so let's go up one more. And I know this skeleton wants to introduce me to some arrows, but eat some shotgun instead. Okay. Come right along here. Just a bit, TCG. I'm trying to finish some nukes. Energy problem. How could we have an energy problem? There's no way we can have an energy problem. Okay. So this will just be a ton of energy cubes or or redstone energy cells all lined up. And then we'll come straight. Right here is where we need to put our energy into to start it up, right? And we can also put our deuterium there. So that's going to come from here, these two sources, into that, and then we're also going to wrap it around and it'll feed itself. So I'm going to need to go get some more universal cable, see what TCG needs, and then we will go back and turn this puppy on. See you in a bit. Okay guys, I think we're at the moment of truth, ready to go. Currently I'm only pulling in power from this fission reactor. I'm leaving this one, it's powering the ME system and Tesseract there. Probably move the Tesseract down to the nuclear power once we get this all set up and going, and then combine these two. But again, these fission reactors probably don't need to run very often because they're really only to seed the nuclear power if it ever, loses everything. So that cable's running down here. I haven't connected it yet, but it will go directly up into the nuclear reactor. And then up at the top, we connected everything. So that middle one's connected, and then now that one's connected to the output. So this will all output down into this bank of energy cells. And then again, I can put my Tesseracts just lined up here, one for each person. I think that's going to work. and then once we get this thing powering itself, I'll just connect this wire and disconnect this one. And then we should be able to run infinitely. So, what do you think? Should we give this a try? In my hazmat suit, so we'll be protected from any nuclear radiation. And I think again these deuterium rods or cells are inert, but we'll find out real soon. Yes, they're inert. Okay, cool. So no damage being taken by carrying this guy. Nothing in this room. Well, are these still giving off? They're still toxic, but it doesn't look like I'm taking any damage to my suit. Okay. So, let's put the deuterium cell right up in there. And let's see if we get anything after I kill this skeleton. Oh, I missed. I took off my night vision and realized how dark it is in these caves. No wonder I've been getting so many skeletons and zombies and everything else. Go away. That's a knockback for you. I know, we want to turn the nuke on. I hate zombie noises. Where are you? Hey, come here. There we go. Alright, that should be light enough to keep the zombies away. Okay, are any of these getting power? No, no power yet. So I guess all it is to do is connect this and pray. Let's make sure. Oh my goodness, look. There was a piece of glass missing. Wow. We would have all died. I'll be right back when I get another piece of glass. Okay, I'm back here with a piece of glass. Wow, that was close. Alright, good thing I checked. Any other holes in the glass? No? I'm looking okay up here. Okay, I'm just going to start with one rod in there. Whew, here we go. There it goes, we got plasma. We have plasma. Nice. My suit, is it taking any damage? Doesn't look to be, no? And how fast are these filling up? This one is draining. Why is it draining? Oh, because it's pulling out of here? What? No? What's going on here? That was weird. Alright, so our first cell's been used. I'm trying to determine what happened. These are all outputs. It looks like this can pull out of these and then put it back in, so I might have to use redstone energy coil on all of these. Where's it sticking it? They're draining, but where are they draining? It looks like I've ran into a bug. Because these all have like none. Oh, this one is going up. Okay. So they might be just evening out, but I don't want to do that, so let's get rid of this. Okay. Did I use all my conduit? Dang it! I could get 4 of it there. Will this connect to that wire? Yes, it will. Okay, and then I can tell it only... That's the thing about universal cables, you can't control the direction. So now... crap. Only output out of universal cable will go into these guys. So let's run another one, and we'll just basically try to fill up this one right here. So he is at 44,198. We'll get another deuterium or 2. Got a little... I got plenty. Let's run 2 this time so we can actually see everything start up. Alright, here she goes. Help if I put deuterium in there. Plasma is running. We go up here, we can watch the turbines spinning. How's the big one going? Oh yeah. Nice. And... we should be getting this guy filled up here. Look how fast that's going. Holy crap. Alright, so it's already put 40,000 in there. Remember, we were at 41 something. These are all set to output, so they can't share. Okay. Alright, and it's out of deuterium. It's blown through those 2. So it goes through really fast. You gotta keep, quite a bit in there. So one of my questions is, how am I going to keep that stocked? Because if I need to power it from the bottom, I'm going to have to break the big guy to put an ME wire there. Oh well. Okay. 100K? And it's still going up? I don't know what's going on. I hear sounds. Are you still going? They must add a little bit of residual heat there even after it turned off. So, let's see. We were at 41,000. After 2 deuterium, we got up to 142. So it's about, 100,000, 50,000 per rod. So, let's see. To fill up all of these, 50,000 be 12 per energy cell. Times 12. 144 deuterium would fill up that entire bank. Awesome. So let's get like another stack. Half a stack, I guess. And remember, if I put 40 more guys in there, then I would get even more energy output. Alright. I've got to get more of these guys involved here. Okay. There's all those guys connected and all those guys connected. cruising. This one I think started full. Why isn't you getting anything? Oh, you're just going slow. Nice! Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and pretty up this room and see if I can make this guy self-start again. I believe now that we've got enough power here, I can start. Oh, I got to take this guy out of... I need an extra... I'll probably put an energy cube right... Maybe right, coming out of these? I don't know. Or maybe right here. So it would charge the energy cube and be ready for the next run. We can see about that. Oh, the beautiful plasma. And you can see it is touching all the corners. Which is awesome. Our suit is not taking any damage, so as far as I can tell, this is perfectly safe. Dare I take it off? Nothing. Yeah, so it looks like the only danger here really is if one of these panels break and the plasma leaks out. I assume that could happen if maybe your water dried up, maybe a panel would overheat. I don't really know the dangers of this. It seems just extremely safe, and I don't think nuclear power is safe. I don't know, maybe it is. Clean energy. Awesome guys, this was FunshineX for Dystopia³. Please come back next time, and we are going to collide some matter. Until then, or actually some particles. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.